Hey, NorCal Karters. It is not Monday. It is actually a Tuesday. And tonight we have a special show. So, first of all, thank you to Kevin Williams and WKA. As tonight we're going to have some guests chiming in and we're going to do a random drawing. And Ashley's going to probably go in more details on that. But we're going to do a random drawing for Daytona for Kart Week. And we're just waiting for more guests to log in right now. So I'm going to ramble for a little bit. But first of all, thank you, WKA. Thank you, Kevin Williams. We appreciate the giveaway. If you're out there and you're an industry member and you would like to give back to the community, we're looking for other giveaways. So I haven't told Ashley about this one yet, but we have 2 entries for 2024 for NCK Road Racing, not including Laguna Seca. So Laguna Seca is sold out. Right now, we're only doing waiting lists. So if you register for Laguna Seca, you will be on a waiting list. So the focus for Laguna Seca in October 2024, because the racers list is sold out and it's a waiting list, we're focusing on fans. So we are focusing on bringing fans to the track and putting fans on the fences to watch the racing. So more details will come out from both NorCal Karters and NCK. But Mark and I have been in a lot of talks over the past couple of weeks regarding Laguna Seca. So there's going to be a big push. So if you're an industry person and you get a phone call from me regarding NCK, just get ready for it. I'll probably hit you up for some sponsorship or giveaways to make it an exciting event. And then also, ideally, I'd like to do giveaways. Every single show would be great for NorCal Karters and NorCal Mondays. But Ashley and we've already come up with kind of our temporary calendar for 2024. And her and I talked about it. Every 5th Monday of the month, we'd like to have a big giveaway show. And so we're looking for products. We're looking for entries. We're looking for whatever you think, kind of ties in to anything karting. If you want to donate gas cards or Costco cards, we don't care. Priority is going to go to our sponsors. So behind me, these are the sponsors from last year. Currently, we have Prairie City Kart Track. Donald Durbin has confirmed for 2024. NCK has confirmed for 2024. The Challenge of Americas, Andy Saisman, he will be on Monday in 6 days talking about Challenge of the Americas 2024. I've also confirmed we will have Ron White on. And Ron White's going to go into Vega Tire Tech because Challenge of the Americas is switching over to the Vega Tire. So Ron's going to come on and talk about tires. So if you're new to the Vega Tire, sign in, join the conversation. I'm waiting on 1 or 2 engine builders to get back to me to talk about engine tuning and gearing for the different tracks at Challenge of the Americas. So again, that's going to be Monday, which is what's 6 plus 7. That's the 11th. So December 11th. This coming Monday is going to be Andy and Ron for sure. And hey, Jesus, if you're watching this, I sent you a text. So we'd like to have you on to talk about gearing or another engine builder out there. How I came up with Ron and how I came up with P1 is I went to Challenge of the Americas. I went to their website, which is challengekarting.com. I hit sponsors and I just went down the sponsor list. And it's like, okay, who's sponsoring this? A couple of the sponsors were actually going to be out of town. So I wasn't able to confirm with them, but that's how that came up. So thank you to all of our sponsors. We do appreciate it. And 2024, we are looking to do more giveaways. And the other thing is I kind of amplified my hair a little bit tonight because at some point I need to shave it. So I think I have it figured out. I think I'm going to do a barbecue at my house for some of my karting friends. I was going to do a bidding war to whoever gets to shave my head, but then everyone's going to have to compete with my daughter because ever since she heard I had to shave my head when we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, she's been excited to shave my head. So sorry, no one's going to trump my daughter. So she'll be shaving my head. Like I said, we're probably going to do like a fire pit barbecue type thing. I'll have some karting friends over. We'll make it fun. If you want to donate product or something to that, we could do a giveaway too. So But yeah, I'm gonna shave my head. I'm not gonna use a razor because I'm afraid. What I'm really afraid of is if I use a razor and the hair goes under the skin, it might like the darkness and not want to come back. So, but I will use a one blade or no guard on the clippers, so it'll be gone. So that's why I kind of amplified the hair tonight, was because very shortly it's going to be gone. But again, thank you to all of our sponsors. Um, Thank you to our subscribers on YouTube for 1,000. And just keep in mind, let us know what content you're looking for. If you're not tagging us in your posts, if you're not engaging with us, send Ashley or myself a quick message and say, hey, you know what? Jason just really sucks. So let us know why you're not engaging with NorCal Karters, because NorCal Karters is for the Carter. And I'm looking to expand out of NorCal. So if NorCal Karters doesn't fit your little ideal, because let's say you're in Southern Oregon, I'm already working on expanding it. So don't be afraid to reach out to us. And with that being said, Ashley, are you ready? Oh, I guess so. That was fast.
All right. Hello. Hey, NorCal. It's the NorCal Carter Shake again. So what's up? Okay, so I kind of wanted to come on and give you guys an update. First off, thank you so much. We are over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We are almost at 2,000 on Facebook. So our reach is only growing, and we thank all of you guys for that. I kind of wanted to come on and give you guys a little rundown on what we have planned for 2024. We are going to be adding segments and different things into our show as well. We're going to be in January. We're talking about do Jason and I are talking about doing a fitness challenge. So that's going to be awesome. We are going to partner with one of our club members for that. We are talking about covering a lot of the NorCal tracks. We're going to be talking about Challenge of the Americas. Again, if you want your club to be on our show, if you want us to talk about you on our show, reach out. We've reached out to the clubs, and we're in talks with a lot of them. So just make sure that you let them know that you're interested. We're going to talk about Challenge of the Americas. We're going to talk about a lot of the questions we get is where can I put, like, where is the most economical place to put my money? Should I buy this to try and save? So we're going to be doing a segment called Dollars and Cents. We are going to be highlighting our sponsors. We're going to be talking to kart moms, kart dads again. We're going to be going behind the scenes on Sonoma, and because Jason will be there, and then we're going to be going behind the scenes of CCKRA because I will be there. We're going to talk about karting gear and safety gear again. That's been something that's on our list. We're going to talk about new karters, like talking about new karters and where they're going to how they're doing at each tracks, kart dads, but a lot of stuff planned, you guys. So again, hey Zeke, what's up? So again, we need to kind of just let us know what you want us to talk about. We've been getting lots of messages. Hey, what about this? What about this? We want to do Chassis 101 again this year. We want to do all this fun stuff. So if you guys have any ideas or want to partner with us, anything like that, let us know. We're always available again. So Thank you again for getting us to 1,000. And I think it's time to introduce our guest, Jason.
All right, so we have our first guest. We're waiting on a few others to chime in. You ready, Jim? Now he's ready.
Hello.
All right, we have Jim White on camera. So, Jim, you're a road racer. You run the NCK stuff here in California. You've been to Daytona a few times. So, give everyone but while we're waiting for everyone else to kind of join the show, you get to ramble and kill some time. And, talk to us about road racing. Talk to us about Daytona. And what are your plans for Daytona this year?
Mostly for Daytona this year is go have fun. I've been karting for 40 years, road racing since the late 90s or late 80s, 89 or so. I've been lucky enough. I've been to Daytona twice already. Both times it was pretty special. I was very lucky the first time and managed to get a podium. Don't ask me how, but I did. The second trip, much more prepared. Didn't have as good of results, but I ran a whole heck of a lot faster and quicker. Got to run wheel to wheel with a good buddy. Daytona is different than any other track I've ever been to. It is a giant dyno. You're so flat out for so long on that backstretch that you can actually look around and see the birds and the flags and you're hauling ass, and you don't realize it until you get to turn 3. I did make one attempt. It wasn't the fast way around, but I tried to take the Kyle Busch line once up against the wall just to see what it was like, and I puckered. About as close as I could get with about a cart width and a half. I did make a nice trip up against the Daytona sign in the tri-oval to get a good picture. But it's pretty much an unbelievable experience. I would recommend it to anybody that road races. If you haven't road raced, you need to try road racing here in Northern California. It's a totally different mindset than the sprint racing. And I got hooked on it early and have been in love with it ever since, like I say, for years and years and years. But this guy here, this is a 250 twin, so he's a little quicker than my single. But it kind of gives you a perspective of, with a track. The infield is extremely flat. My kart pushes like a pig through this corner, which I'm going to fix this year. This kink up here is extremely fast. Takes a pretty good pair to keep it flat through there, but the fast guys do.
What do you mean by a pair?
What's that?
What do you mean by
a pair? Racers know. Yeah. The second horseshoe, I'm pretty good at keeping my ass on the track. I rarely, if ever, leave the track. But last time I put it off the track on that corner twice. Managed to keep going, but I've got big plans to try to fix that this year. Coming up here on the banking is pretty special. The first couple laps you do it, you kind of get up a little bit high and then you drop.
Like stupid.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's fast. You get up a little high, and videos don't do it justice to how steep it is. You kind of drop down off it onto the backstretch. We don't go through the bus stop. It's just flat. And
can you see my cursor on the screen?
Yeah.
So 141 miles an hour, 142.
Yeah.
So what was your top speed at Daytona? And then we'll let you continue on the bank.
130 in a tight draft going into turn 3, right behind my buddy.
Okay. 130 was your top speed.
Yeah. And I'm running a 250 single. Yeah, these guys are running twins, so significantly more power.
Yeah.
I did make this mistake once of dropping a left front tire off the banking in turn 4. And I would highly recommend that nobody ever do that, because that wall on the outside looked real close when I was aiming at it. Yeah. 130 mile an hour tank slapper looking at that wall was not fun. But yeah,
wow.
It's like I say, it's absolutely amazing. There's usually a real good grid of karts, so there's almost always somebody to race with. The real fast twins they'll lap the singles by the end, and when they go by, you pretty much know it. They do one of the races, they run us what they call a B stock. And I know a lot of guys out here on the West aren't familiar with laydown karts. Back there, the laydown enduros are real big. These guys run twin 125 air-cooled, basically Sudams they're called. And they go by the front straight at probably 150, 155. Standing on the grid in practice, standing actually on the pit lane and watching them go by, they are certifiably crazy. They literally all ass. And there's nothing like the sound of a 16,000 RPM reed jet screaming by, let alone two of them.
Yeah, I was at Miller years ago when they were doing that one of the big road race that I can't remember the promoter. I want to say it was Bernie, maybe.
Yeah,
does that sound right?
That one.
So, and I was out there with Jimmy McNeil, helping him out, and he was running the 125 stock Honda class, and I'm standing on the wall, kind of further down, close to turn one, and he goes by, and it's like, oh, this weekend is gonna suck, because he looked so slow. And it's like, I knew he was going fast because it's road racing. I mean, he was doing over 100, but it looked slow. And then there was Jim Russell was on one of those twins that you're talking about, flew by, and I almost shit my pants, and I was standing on the wall, and I could not believe how fast Jim Russell flew by on the straightaway in one of those laydown karts. It was incredible.
Yeah, that was a very special kart too. That was the last time it ran.
Was it?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
That was I think that's the one that they say probably has been the fastest kart ever at Daytona, and he was in the 160s supposedly.
Oh, got it. Okay. 160 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The seat belts an inch off the ground.
McNeil, Jason.
What's that?
I didn't know you worked for Jimmy McNeil.
Yeah, I worked at Sweet Tech at the time, and he wanted an engine guy out there.
I hope Ryan beat him that time.
Brian who?
Ryan Miller.
Oh, Ryan Miller. I don't think Ryan ran the class. I think he ran a twin or a 250.
Yeah, Ryan was a single.
Ryan and him raced together for a long time, against each other for a long time. So we always hear about Jimmy McNeil, and I didn't know Jason worked for Jimmy McNeil.
Yeah, it was just that one. I've worked for him a few times, but it was just that one-off race. Because at the time I worked at Sweet Tech and he wanted an engine guy. But yeah, I don't think I was much help. It's like we didn't have much road racing experience. So we just kept throwing jets and timing at it.
Nice.
I found the guys that are quick sprint racing are usually pretty quick road racers once you learn the game.
Yeah, Jimmy was dicing with the Hager brothers. Or maybe it wasn't the brothers, but the two Hagers. Definitely Chris and I'm not sure if it was Ryan or the other one.
He's done well when he comes out.
Yeah, and it was funny because the Hagers they were running with, they would let Jimmy run with them, and then when they realized it was the three of them, the Hagers dumped Jimmy. They broke the draft and left him. That was fun to watch too. How the road racers that are experienced.
Jason, you have an ad.
Now we got a commercial.
Jason, you have an ad.
Oh. No,
speaking of daughters, I'm planning on taking mine to Daytona this year. She's a track. Grew up at the track. Friend of Ashley's. She's pretty excited about going, and I figured if I'm going, I need to take her because, like I say, she grew up at the track and she deserves to go.
Nice. Well, so I'm glad that you brought that up. Okay, so yes, Stacy is one of my besties, right? And Stacy heard that I needed 20 people on Sunday for to get to 1,000. And I was like, then I started with the Daytona Kart Week, and she rallied, being the bestie that she is. She rallied NCK. She rallied NCK. She got us the road racers, and she got us over 1,000. So as a thank you to you and Stacy, we would like to send you to Daytona for Daytona Kart Week to represent NorCal Karters
Yay.
at Daytona Kart Week. We're going to send you guys shirts, stickers, a GoPro. You guys are going to film footage. We'll come back, do a show when you get back. So I hope you booked your tickets, buddy,
I'm getting
because
close. I'm shopping, but I'm almost there.
And a quick
Thank you. Thank you very much.
to Kevin Williams. So Kevin Williams at WKA, he saw one of our posts. I think he saw the 1,000 go over 1,000 posts, and he left a message on one of the threads saying, "Hey, if you guys hit 1,000 before Daytona, we got an entry for you." So
cool.
So
every little bit helps.
For that one.
Every little bit helps. No, thank you very much. Thank you, WKA.
So we're excited. We can't wait to see your.
I haven't slept much the last few days since I've actually pulled the trigger and decided I'm going. I pulled out the old sweatshirt and everything.
I noticed that. That's product placement right there.
Yeah, it is. That was the first trip.
Yeah.
For you guys.
You'll have
guys watching this last
we're going to get you guys a NorCal Karters cam, and you guys are going to film video and of the trip, of anything you guys wanna film, and we'll show it.
We'll make you proud
on the show.
We'll make you proud.
Yes. We're going to get you guys t-shirts, stickers, all the things as our thank you to you and Stacy for pushing us the last way we needed to go.
That's cool. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it was actually quite impressive. We've had Greg Bell from Leading Edge, a few days prior. He pushed out on his channels, to try to get us over 1,000. And so there was a little bit of movement there. And then I don't know if it's NCK or just all the road racers, but whoever it was, Larry Dobbs chimed in. And then we just watched the subscribers, boom, right over 1,000. Like, are you kidding me?
Stacy pulled some strings with our buddies.
I guess, because when I offered to shave my head, I think I gained like 1 subscriber. And then no one cared. Well, who's Jason Berry and who cares? But Isert reminded me yesterday morning. It's like, hey, you got to shave your head. So, and I will. I'm going to shave my head. Like I said, I think we'll do a barbecue by the fire pit, and then Lillian will.
Cool.
But congratulations, Jim.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And let me throw one thing out there about this video. I tried my hardest a few years back when I was president of NCK to try to get the 4-cycle guys to come out with us. And everybody, they're too slow. They're too slow. If anybody's paying attention to this video, these are 4-cycles out there at Daytona. These guys run 20 deep in a pack at about 100, maybe a little more. I'm not sure exactly, but the racing is absolutely incredible. The draft, most people have never experienced a draft like you get. If you got a 4-cycle, you get 4 or 5 of your buddies come out, I can guarantee you're going to have one of the best times you've had in your karts. And you just watch this video and you can see it. I mean, these guys are racing hard and close.
Yeah, I think it's a combination, like for the local 4-stroke guys. And it's no secret that I kind of shit on them, but it's also no secret that when I go racing locally, I race Briggs. So I think locally what we find is just the cost to switch over, which a lot of us say, it's not a lot. But then from a Briggs standpoint and the people targeted for the Briggs racing, it's an investment to switch over for road race for one day.
Yes, it is.
But I think I was at that race that you had the Briggs out there. And is that the same race you had him out there with the 125 shifters?
We won't talk about that.
No,
we had scheduling difficulties. Yeah, but we had 3 or 4 guys in clones that had a blast.
They came down the straightaway and they went like 20 wide. And then here come the 125 shifters, like, oh shit, there's a wall of Briggs 20 wide. But you guys pivoted very quick. The next session, you broke everybody up accordingly.
Yeah, we tried. I just, if you're a little older, more experienced, you got a little bit of expendable cash, you need to come try road racing because it's a totally different deal. The mindset's different. It's not a big rush like a sprint race is a lot. It's a much more laid back atmosphere for us old guys, and we haul ass too.
Yeah. Well, and we've had Mark Morrison was chiming in the comments here earlier, and we've done a number of NCK shows, and we're going to do a number next year too because they're sponsors. But it's, as a sprinter, the biggest thing with road racing is just getting over the mental idea of going fast.
Yeah.
Once you're on track, once you're doing it, it's actually not that big of a deal.
No, it's actually more. It's actually, I feel it's safer than sprint racing. You don't realize anything's wrong until something goes, or how fast you're going until something goes bad, and that's not very often.
Well, and then you guys do a really good job of allowing people to race, but not having a lot of like there's no contact.
Yeah, like except for that giant bump draft we just saw.
Except for what?
The giant bump draft we just saw in the video.
Yeah, but they're Briggs. They're doing like, well, they're road racing, so they're probably doing 75.
Yeah, they're probably quicker than that, but
yeah, and I can't tell on this one if it's a World Formula.
Those may be. Oh, I can't think. Those actually may be LO206. Or they have a big class that runs an animal. They've got a big animal class that runs methanol.
Yeah,
that are pretty quick. They came to Laguna that one race that we did. We had a group of them, and they're pretty quick karts for 4 strokes.
Hola, Mark Justice. But yeah, so congratulations, Jim.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We're excited.
So can I put you on the spot for a second?
If you have to.
What are your plans for 2024?
My best mentor and friend in karting, Terry Ives, has basically sold me an Anson Super V, a 1986 vintage Super V.
Yeah.
I've been so far about 18 months into restoring it. It's getting close.
Okay.
I'm finding it hard to push it aside to go run this race, but I have to go to Daytona again.
Okay.
It's a real special car. There aren't a whole lot of them around. If anybody knows Johnny O'Connell of Corvette and Le Mans fame, it was his very first professional race car.
Oh, really?
And he's I've been in contact with him. He's been extremely helpful. A couple of other owners along the way have been extremely helpful, and I'm looking forward to that next step. It's a lot of car. It's fast. It ought to be real interesting.
I'm not ignoring you guys, but when you said Super V, I was looking for a picture, but I'm not very organized. And the very first race car I sat in was, I believe it was Bob Earl's Super V at Laguna Seca.
Could be. Search for an Anson SA6. You'll find one.
Anson SA6. But I can't find the photo now.
It's a pretty special car. It'll be a ball of fun, I think. I actually, when I got it, I climbed in the tub sitting in my trailer. Well, because I got it in a box. Basically, it was in a box. And,
okay.
The other night, I'm getting close enough. I put my racing shoes on and I climbed back in it. And I can tell you, it's tight. It's really tight. It's gonna be a challenge. I figure if I can wrestle a 250 supercard around Thunder Hill West, I can probably wrestle this car around the big track too.
Oh, that's probably true.
Yeah. All right, Jim. We're not going to keep you much longer. Again, congratulations. We're excited.
Thanks.
We're going to send you with a GoPro,
very much. Cool.
GoPro and a t-shirt, stickers, all the things, and then we'll do another show with you guys.
So what size shirt do you wear?
XL.
XL? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. No, that'd be cool. We'll represent you well and take lots of videos and do cool stuff for you.
Yay.
Actually, since you brought up t-shirts, if you want to support NorCal Karters, you can go to our partner site, extrakartparts.com. I'm looking for the banners here. Extrakartparts.com, and you click on the NorCal Karters tab. So on the store, there's a NorCal Karters tab. Anything you buy in that section, all the profits go directly to the NorCal Karters project. So there's T-shirts, there's these long-sleeved hoodies that both Ashley and I are wearing, and
in the hood,
sweatshirts. They're very thin. They're like a T-shirt material. Would you say, Ashley?
yes.
So they're thin for our California winters, but they're long sleeve. What else we got over there? We got some Track Magic shirts. The profits from that go directly back to the Track Magic Owners Group. Yeah, so extrakartparts.com. Click on the NorCal Karters tab, and you can get T-shirts and other swag for NorCal Karters.
Cool.
Let's see.
There we go.
Thank you, Ron.
All right. Thanks, Jim.
Okay, thank you. Talk to you later.
All right. Ashley, do you want to wrap us up or me wrap us up?
Go ahead.
Oh, you found the tab. Perfect. I guess I will. All right, Jim. Thank you very much.
Okay,
We're
thanks,
excited
guys.
for you. We're waiting for the updates.
You'll get them.
Go get them. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If you missed it, thank you, Kevin Williams from WKA Karting, for the Daytona Kart Week entry that Jim White, he won it. He's going back to Daytona. And so that's going to be exciting. And again, thank you, everybody that supported NorCal Karters to get over 1,000. We're not done yet. 1,000's just the first kind of stepping stone. We have a lot of work to do. We have to work on our retention, how long people are watching videos for. Then there's 5,000, 10,000 subscribers, etc. I just unlocked memberships as well. So right now it's more of an experimental thing where you can do memberships, but we will start doing more in-depth how-to videos. So we're looking for sponsors for those as well. So if you have product and you want how-to videos on them, let us know. I'm going to warn you, I keep the product. I'm going to sell it after, and that's going to be in lieu of payment. So we're looking for products. We're looking for chassis. And depending on how that goes, if there's enough support for it, then we'll actually do more kind of produced and professional videos for the how-to stuff. And all of that stuff is going to be released in the membership only area first. Or, we'll do the whole clickbait thing where we give you a little tip, and then for the full thing, boom, you got to be a member. So we'll see how that works out. But we do appreciate all your support. Again, if you want to buy T-shirts, I have tie-dye shirts for the kids and for women that I've fucked up. Sorry, kids. I use the F word. I don't know how I'm going to list these things because the intention was my daughter and her friends were going to do a couple of tie-dye samples. I got carried away and I threw them all in one batch. So I can't sit there and list every single one itemized. So I think what I'm probably going to do is go by size and basic color. And maybe it'd be more of an Instagram live auction type thing. Where it'll be maybe $30, but that includes tax and shipping, and it just kind of run through them that way. But I'll figure that out in the next week or two. So we have kids shirts in tie dye. We have normal kids shirts in the grays. We have women's shirts in the tie dye. The long sleeve sweaters. So extrakartparts.com, NorCal Karters tab. And again, thank you to all of our sponsors behind us. So take a moment to look at the sponsors. Thank you to NCK Road Racing for coming back for 2024. And then I will be helping them promote Laguna Seca. I'm going to help them promote the other two events they have on the calendar, but for sure Laguna Seca, and we're going after fans. So the focus is on the fans for Laguna Seca because their drivers list is filled. So it's waiting list only. Prairie City Karting, they're coming back for 2024. Let's see, Reno, Northern Nevada Kart Club. They're on board for 2024. Andy Saisman, Challenge of Americas, they're on board for 2024. And we will have Andy on Monday for another NorCal Mondays. You can thank Ashley for that name. So hashtag NorCal Mondays. We'll have Ron White on with Andy doing tire tech. And like I said earlier in the show, we're working on an engine builder to come on and do basic engine tech. So, your basic questions. Again, NorCal Karters, we're targeting new racers. We want to give the information out there for the existing racer, but our focus is getting new bodies in the seat and growing the sport. So with that being said, if we all get one person into the sport, we will double by next year.